Know me is not with the rhymes. When niggas frontin', so I'm not with the nine. The pen biggie, but the spirit is shine. Like word, bitch, the city is mine. Niggas funny, I be seeing the signs. East out, I be rolling the line. Running it up before I run out of time. The magazine make them package your 5 shots. Sent, they attacking your spine. Headshots, niggas blowing your mind. Henny sipping and it's slow in the room. Feel like Neo just resorted to crime. Saturday night, I be making it live. And we motherfucking live in this bitch.
It's goody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the Saturday Night Show. I am Namiii, a.k.a. Mr. Saturday Night, and you are?
I am Mel Lyrix, a.k.a. Mr. Think Rich.
That's a
Rich
fact.
Clothing. You know what it is.
Let's get it. Shout out to our producers, Smooth Family Entertainment, of course.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our sponsors, Think Rich Clothing, Bone Cut Apparel.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it, man. You know what? The headline is COVID is back, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
And it's not playing, nigga. They bought the remix with it.
Remix out, man.
Son, I asked you before the show if it was appropriate for me to call this the COVID remix.
Nigga, it is the remix.
But here's why it's the remix. You know, I did a little baby research right before the show. This shit spreads faster than the original COVID
It has more mutations.
and kills niggas at a higher rate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, in every definition, it is the remix, nigga. It is the bigger, better version of COVID. It is that ass the remix. Like,
Yeah, come on now.
this is... So let me ask you this for our first question. Like, you see another shutdown possible with the new record?
that's a
I
fact.
heard there was, what was it, a record high in New York City? What was it, 21,000 in a day?
Once you
Something
see
like that.
NBA players not being able to play basketball, I feel like that's when it's...
That was the-
Yeah. Yep.
Another shutdown? You really think so? I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think they want to do that again.
Nigga, it's you do that or niggas is dying more.
I think if they do that, they know they got to give out money. They don't want to do that.
I feel like you got to do that because your man just said that he was going to pay niggas college tuitions off, and he didn't. He shot, yeah,
Why did niggas believe him?
because he took on Bernie Sanders shit. Bernie Sanders,
Yeah,
that was really
like-
Bernie Sanders' approach, but
That's how you shouldn't believe it, because he stole a nigga whole flow. Like, that's what he did. Like,
That's
he really
why
stole a nigga
Democrats-
whole style, just lied. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to do it. Like, nigga, what?
cat.
20,000 in a day. That was the record.
That's
See?
a record.
That was the new record.
I feel like that's not even a record. I feel it's more than that.
Nah, that was the record for in a day in New York City. 21,000.
Sheesh.
We a year from the quote unquote pandemic. Honestly, like we still in it, but like niggas have officially just started
Is
walking
it
around
safe
like
to say that a lot of people that do have it has the vaccine?
I mean, yeah, but the vaccine was never a promise that you wouldn't get it.
But
I
I'm
think
saying, can we look up, is it more people with vaccines that got it or it's more people that don't?
I would assume the numbers probably are even. I would assume that.
I don't like that.
Because I feel like I said, yo, this
'Cause
spreads
you telling
faster than
me-
COVID.
you telling me to get the vaccine,
Right.
but it's still even numbers that I'm going to get it. It's still a chance, like 50% still. What's the point?
The point of the
I might as well
vaccine
fight
was
it and become immune.
the point of the vaccine
Not
is
immune,
not
but-
really prevention, though. It's the prevention of hospitalization and death.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the point of the
Who
vaccine.
though? I feel like
For anybody that has it.
I
If
feel
you
like
got
for
the
older people
vaccine,
who was dying from it last time.
this is true. I'm just saying what the facts are of what they've put out. And what they've said is that the vaccine is not to prevent you from catching it.
Right.
What it's for if you do, you have a way lesser rate, almost an astronomically lesser rate of dying from it. Basically,
Is that
what
facts, though?
it is, apparently. There are
'Cause,
numbers to back that.
Because what's it go died, and I feel like he probably had one of the strongest vaccines.
Who you
out
talking about, Colin Powell?
there. Yeah.
Colin Powell was like 80 years old. Can we come on? Like at the end of the day, bro, Colin Powell was very old. And regardless of being vaccinated, the numbers been saying COVID bodies old people.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but let's be
does.
real. Like,
Right.
COVID has not been playing with old people since the beginning. Like, it was older people and
With
very young
underlying
children.
sicknesses.
You feel what I'm saying? In pre-existing conditions.
At
That's
first,
what
it
they were
wasn't even
saying.
Kids. Kids wasn't even getting sick.
Yeah.
At first, it wasn't kids. It was rare.
I mean,
like, you seen that shit Adam Silver said? We not gonna go into sports, but I'm gonna just throw this out there. That nigga Adam Silver said we gonna have to learn to live with COVID. We gonna get into that in sports, but he kind of said some real shit that I'm and this leads to my next question. But like,
to live with COVID,
do you think we ever escape the quote unquote COVID era? Like, realistically, do you think there's ever a time where we go back to, all right, COVID is no longer a threat? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, because history has shown us that human beings are like, we are.
You think we beat this?
Repellent, nigga, to anything that throws in our way. And it's been stronger shit that's wiped out more people in the past. We can look it up.
That's true. But COVID is wilding on niggas, bro.
Whole generations.
But COVID is wilding, bro.
It is, but
COVID
it's
is
nothing compared to what we've dealt with.
Yo, there's wars that haven't hit COVID numbers, man.
We have more medicine. We have more technology. Why can't we fight? We got the vaccine faster than history.
Yeah.
In any other time, it took 5-6 years. We got that shit in 6 months. Either shit was in the tuck or...
But that goes back to, like, the shutdown is, you know why they got that vaccine that quick. The money was starting to get fucked up. And that's when, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, like...
For who?
Listen, for everybody. Yo, the government
Not for them.
Yeah, it was.
Not for the rich.
Bro, when all the businesses in America are shut down, everybody suffers.
2% made more money than they ever made in the past 10 years than they have in the pandemic.
So, in that case... Why were they in such of a rush to get people back to work?
Were they?
They were.
Were they?
Nigga, they was fighting against the whole...
Like, they took a minute, bro.
They fought stimuluses to the death, bro. They fought stimuluses...
Because it was Donald Trump. Let's be real. They was fighting it because it was him.
All right, but I'm just saying...
This is who was our president at the time. They was fighting it because it was him. Let's be honest.
So
and
you think...
he was trying to get niggas money earlier before then. Like, when it hit us... He was trying to get us money.
So to be real, do you think Joe Biden wants to be the president to have to shut the country down again? Mm-hmm. I don't think he wants to be that dude.
He's gonna have to be because it's not.
I don't think he's ready for that.
It's bigger than him, bro.
He's not gonna do that.
It's bigger than him.
COVID-19 surpasses 1918 flu, deadliest pandemic in U.S. history. See?
So it is the deadliest.
Come on, this shit, I'm not gonna lie, this is the Steph Curry of motherfucking pandemics because I swear to God, they already broke that record. I already thought this was the deadliest pandemic in U.S. history. Apparently, it beat the 1918 flu.
What was that?
Pandemic.
Spanish flu?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the Spanish flu still had it.
Well, we beat that, right? I mean, hey, we beat that, right? Didn't we? Did we? Did we beat the Spanish flu?
That was the Spanish flu, 1918.
H1N1?
1918 was H1N1 flu.
The H1N1 dead ass came back when we was in high school, though, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you, yo, bro, nigga.
Everything spins the block.
That's the most...
Everything spins the block, nigga. Listen, man. We are so, let's be real here. We are so fucked up to the world. And we do a lot of fucked up shit, like pollution.
Oh, you're saying to like the planet Earth in general.
You don't think the planet is trying to fight for its life?
Do you think that's what COVID is?
I'm thinking it's a mix of both. I think it's...
Conspiracy Mel is back, y'all.
Nigga, I'm always around. Yeah. It's just what you want to get into.
I heard you. Heard you.
I'm
All
always
right.
around. So I feel like, you know...
So you think COVID is like the Earth producing an antibody?
I feel like it's
us as the virus.
It's us as human beings making fuck shit, us putting it out there, and then the world like, okay...
That's how you want to play it?
Y'all want to play it? Let me give y'all niggas a nudge then. Let me help you niggas.
That's fucked up.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I know the earth had enough. And the earth actually healed more than it's healed in the past 20 years, nigga. The earth healed crazy during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like certain species was
during the shutdown, we could say, because we're technically not out of the pandemic. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they're going to put the little
we always going to be in the
COVID
pandemic
thing. When we share the clips, they're going to put the little COVID notice on the bottom.
I seen a movie coming out on Netflix talking about COVID-23.
Oh, yeah, of course. Come on now. You knew that was coming.
COVID-23?
Yo, bro, they make a movie about everything.
And that was last year.
Bro, do you remember the 2012 shit? When we all thought we was going to die in 2012 because a movie was about to come out? Bro, they really gassed us. They told us that the Mayans, they was really lying on the Mayans, bro. Talking about like, the Mayans been saying it. We going to die.
Yeah, their calendar. What? They saw the calendar. That's when time stopped.
So how they didn't see their own demise then? Let's talk about that shit. Huh?
Y2K too, yeah.
Y2K was nonsense from the beginning.
Yeah. Because listen, man.
I can say
I
that
feel like
as
a lot of
90s
shit,
baby, but
I feel like a lot of shit, honestly, be
Who's
fair
nonsense?
tactics, man. And maybe I'm just on my own with this, and I feel like people will agree. I just feel like a lot of things is fair tactics to keep people in line and keep people in check. When shit is getting high and shit is getting crazy, as far as like, you know, like racism and a lot of other shit that's going on. We got Kyle Rittenhouse getting off for murder, and then we got somebody else, Latino man that's locked up, going to jail for 102 years because his brakes and on his semi truck didn't stop.
you know what about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse shit though? Like,
Do you know about that case though? Let's not skip. Let's not give him attention. You heard about that case though with
What
the kid.
case?
It's a guy. Excuse me, that I don't know his name, but I think it's in Missouri or something like that, or Colorado.
Word?
Yes, and it's a law that no matter like if you murder somebody, it's automatic. Like, you know,
death penalty?
no, not even death penalty. You get like 25 years, and he got 4 bodies. He got within that crash. It was an accident.
And
He wasn't
4
drunk.
people died.
He wasn't high. 4 people died, so they gave him 102 years or some crazy shit. And the judge
102.
didn't even want to give him that. And Kim Kardashian even brought it up. She's talking about it right now, and she wants to like.
You think he deserved 102 though?
No, it wasn't even his fault. They said it was the semi truck, but the fact that 4 people died, that's the automatic.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
you know, and that's wrong.
Same thing with
Nah, that's some grimy shit.
like in an airline, the captain is responsible for all the souls on the plane, so that's why they're very particular about when accidents happen.
Right.
Shit, man.
You know, so
I mean, you know,
that's
like
what I'm saying. It's different laws for different people. So in the height of this shit and people seeing this, I feel like there's a lot of other shit that they throw out there.
So let me ask you this then. How much is legislation, how much are laws and the change of them gonna affect COVID in a sense?
COVID,
You know, you seen shit like the mandate. The mandate was them trying to kind of lay the law down. They probably seen this Omarion shit coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, my nigga, it's gonna be like the 21 album, bro. Entourage gonna be the intro. You niggas need to be ready. Like, you feel me? And we was not ready. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, what if it gets stricter than this now? It becomes more like mandate, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen enough movies to know eventually they'll start knocking on niggas' doors. Like, yo, y'all niggas vaccinated in here? Oh, you not? Respectfully, I'm gonna need you to take a seat right here because we gonna have to do
You don't
this.
think
Like,
that's where they want to go?
I think if they really wanted to, what would be stopping them from doing it?
This, like a real quote unquote
Revolution? Is that where you go with this?
no, like this virus. Like, that's the reason they could put it now in play.
That's what I'm saying. But my thing is,
So you make something more
they-
that's even worse than COVID, because that's not doing it. These niggas is not fair enough.
my point is this:
You know what I mean?
if they wanted to run up in niggas' cribs and make sure they had a chip or whatever the fuck, would they need a virus to do some shit like that?
Yeah, because that gets people in check.
No, they wouldn't.
They do, bro.
No, they
It gets
wouldn't.
people in check.
Son.
Now you can see what you can get away with.
They know where everybody
Nigga,
at
niggas
all
is
times,
getting-
bro. Like, let's be
Nigga,
real.
they telling niggas that you could get $100 if you get the vaccine.
Yeah, no, it's getting desperate. You know what the most desperate shit I ever seen, and I'm not gonna lie. The next question is gonna have to do with the vaccine, but I gotta get this out. I don't know if you niggas be on YouTube, but did y'all see that Christmas commercial with the baby? And she was like, "Mommy, I don't want nothing for Christmas. All I want is the COVID vaccine." I swear, yo, bro.
Dear Santa, I don't want games. I don't want toys. Just get me the COVID vaccine.
This holiday season, there's no better gift than peace of mind. Get vaccinated today. Visit covid19.nj.
So if that don't tell you that
I put this on everything I love. This is a real commercial that is actually
they say
out.
nothing in the world is free except the vaccine.
I mean,
I'm gonna just say that.
yeah.
Nothing in this world is free but the vaccine, nigga.
All right, so speaking of the vaccine, next and last question, speaking on this Omarion variant. You know, respectfully, sorry to everybody running around with that touch right now. That ice box.
Son.
You feel me?
This nigga here.
Omarion's bread is up, right? I know it. I know this nigga.
People that didn't know about Omarion is looking up Omarion because niggas just
Like,
talking
what do
about
you
some
mean the
Omarion.
Omarion variant? That is so disrespectful. People are dying, and you know what? It is kind of fucked up.
It is.
It is
But
fucked
human
up.
beings at this point don't give a fuck.
I think we're really desensitized to a lot of this shit, bro. Like,
that is it, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like, when I, like, growing up, bro, like, it's weird when you a kid and, like, you get alerts on your phone about, like, 30 people dying in a bus accident in China, like, every day. Like, after a while, tragedy becomes, like, a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up, but it's true. Like, that's the thing about, like, information and, like, the overuse of it. Like, it's almost like motherfuckers know too much.
Sorry about that.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas is real sensitive, and not real sensitive, but not sensitive at all to a lot of shit. Like, so
It's a fact. Yeah, man.
it's weird.
Mm-hmm. It is weird. Living in some weird times. Feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But has this Omarion variant in any way, you as a person that has been adamant about, I'm not fucking with that vaccine, the Omarion doesn't sway you in any way?
It kind of does, because it like, but
The numbers are kind of weird. They're scary.
I'm
Let's
at
be
this
real
point,
about the
I gotta
numbers.
get at least 4 shots, nigga. I gotta get the vaccine. I gotta get 2 of those. I gotta get the boosters. I'm a guinea pig at this point. Like, I gotta do all that.
And everybody I know that got it was like, yo, nigga, your arm shut down for like 2
Nigga,
days.
I've been through those flu shots. And you know when the only time I caught something is when I took the vaccine. I swear to God. I never caught the flu until I took the flu shot. Never caught the flu in my life until I took the flu shot. Somebody, oh yeah, the flu shot's free. My body has been good this whole time. Once when I took that flu shot, I caught it.
You know? Yeah, I mean, me
I
personally,
know
I
people
think,
that took the vaccine got COVID.
yo, Stephen A. Smith, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith just announced he has COVID-19. It's crazy. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, I seen the
Yeah, I seen
announcement.
that too.
Heartbreaking. I was like, word? That nigga Kyrie is somewhere rolling. We gonna speak about Kyrie
Yeah,
later.
that nigga is
But
chilling,
he is somewhere doing some weird dance. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around some candles.
Nah, he's probably praying for that nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. Stephen A. Smith has contracted COVID, right? We gotta confirm, yes, sir. You know, shout out to Stephen A. I feel like
hope he does all right.
he's gonna be
I hope
all
he
right, bro.
good,
I mean,
you know?
come on, like, this is Stephen A.
Like
He's fine, bro. Like,
got money.
he gonna still do it. He's still doing the show, right? He probably in his crib. That nigga's gooch, bro. Like, let's be real. But that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that the loss of Max Kellerman killed First Take, in my opinion,
shit is horrible.
it's bad without Max. But I love Stephen A. because Stephen A. You know, what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
my nigga Shannon Sharp, man.
I think Shannon Sharp is probably the most entertaining
He
nigga on
is.
television
I feel like
right
he
now. I feel like he
surpassed
is, bro.
Stephen A. Smith.
Him and Skip Bayless really they start my morning every day.
Yep.
Like, respectfully. Like,
Yep.
every day. I got their podcast. I watch the little YouTube clips of that shit. That shit is great TV. You know why I like Shannon Sharp, bro? Like, besides the fact that he's hilarious, like, Shannon Sharp is like a good representation of black people. Like, not even, like, not to get too serious, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
let's be serious
he's
here.
funny as hell. This nigga smoke weed and sip and drink Henny,
Having blacks and shit.
but is intelligent as
And he
fuck.
don't
This
be
is
on
this is a college
And I know
graduate. This is
some
not
people
some,
could
you know
take
what I'm
that as
saying? Like,
on some coon shit. And
Nah.
I don't feel like he be doing that at all.
because that's the same people that tell niggas, oh, you're supposed to keep it real on TV. You're supposed to be who you are.
Right.
Nigga, Shannon Sharp was sipping Henny before the NFL.
That's
He
a
six sip
fact.
Henny after the NFL,
That's a
nigga.
fact.
That's
He
what it
loves
is, and I
Jordans.
respect
He's
it.
a
At the end of the day, like,
person of the culture, he speaks and he's informational
His
about what he
exactly.
talks about. You feel me? Like, he's not just up there talking
I
about
watch
anything.
Shannon Sharp. You get 3 things. You gonna laugh, you gonna learn,
Yep.
and not even 3. That's 2. You gonna laugh, you gonna learn at the end of the day. Shannon Sharp. Every time I watch him, I'm like, yo, this nigga, he dropped the jewel on me.
Yep.
I fuck with that nigga.
Yep.
Like, you know,
And
what
shout
I'm
out to
saying?
his grandma too. They'll be putting them on till them Jews.
Yo, I be wondering
It's
if
always
he's
his
that ass.
grandma or his uncle. And I know that's real shit because you can't be just pulling them quotes from out of your ass. Like, and that shit come from and resonate from somewhere
Word, bro.
in your memories. You know, so what else we talking about today, man?
So today, since, you know, we haven't really touched on it since we got into the episode, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the New Year's episode, correct?
Yes, it is.
We are
We in the future right now.
Oh,
Y'all know that, but yeah, we in the future because we know we a little ahead of time always. So
yeah,
you know,
that was different. Nigga,
Happy New
We
Year's.
shooting an episode from next year, nigga.
Yeah, Happy New Year's.
Yeah, I was
Y'all
not
see
ready
us,
for that, respectfully.
We in the future right now.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. But since we are in next year, we got to talk about last year. We got to do sort of a year in review. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about 2021.
I like that.
And what was it to you? What was it to me? And all of that. So, to get it started, we're going to go brand and then we're going to go person.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So, for you, what was the year like for Think Rich? And then what was the year for Mel? 2021. You give us your short, maybe, not even short. You know, we got time. You give us your summary of this year, what it meant to you, what it taught you. You know what I'm saying? This is the chance for us to reflect on another year that we made it to. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing to sneeze at. This is nothing to, you know what I'm saying, take as a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was a lot of, you know, for me, for the brand, it was ups and downs. I feel like as any entrepreneur, y'all know how it can be, you know, just, you know, through the weeks, through the days. You know, some days it's going to be high, some days it's going to be low. You might not get one sale, you know, so, but for me, it was always just a steady, like, trying to learn more, you know, just trying to build on what I already had, build on my catalog, you know, be more professional with, like, cards, little thank you notes, stuff like that. Like, you know, stuff that's going to, like, prolong your, and make people remember you, you know? That stuff sticks out, you know? So if anybody that was, you know, that's out there building your brand, I would, you know, try to put little, you know, things like that within your brand, you know, to make it stand out and to make it, you know, seem more professional and, you know, like people like that shit. And but for the brand, you know, it was just a lot of learning and just seeing where my customer base was from, who was really like tapping into my shit as far as like, cause I'm getting like customers from like Texas, Missouri.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't approach this all humble, nigga. You're not about to do that.
Nah, this shit has been getting crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to say, talk your shit.
Like,
this is the time.
It's been amazing, like just to see where my shit is going now. Like, I be getting orders from places I've never even been, you know, and that's
different.
That's different for me, you know. So
that's different. Put it like this, bro. Somebody's wearing a sweater in a place you've never seen.
Never seen. And I probably never go.
I actually saw somebody wearing a Think Rich shirt when I went to go get COVID tested.
Oh, respectfully, I see niggas wearing Think Rich sweaters all the time.
And you know what's crazy?
All the time.
And
especially in New York City, like when I'm on the trains and shit, these niggas is outside. Like, yeah, nah. Respectfully,
you know what's crazy?
I had niggas stop me on the train a million times.
2 years of having this brand, bro. I just seen a stranger for the first time
wearing your shit,
wearing my clothing.
Do you stop them?
Bro, I was so...
You was shook.
I was with this nigga Deuce.
He was with Deuce?
And I'm like, I was so fucked up because I thought I sold it to her in the park. But I'm like, nah, I don't remember her. Like, I remember everybody's face that I sold shit to. Like,
that's different.
Like, personally. And I seen her, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, Think Rich, yeah. And she like, yeah. Like, she didn't even know who I was. She didn't know it was my brand. And I was so fucked up by it, I didn't even stop her to be like, yo, oh yeah, you know, oh, that's my brand. Like, can I take a picture? Like, da-da-da-da.
You had to you just got to experience the moment. Yeah, just.
And that's 2 years.
It wasn't meant for you to stop her. You were supposed to just.
I see people I fuck with all the time. Like, you know, they might have something on. But that was like the first stranger. And people tell me all the time, yo, I seen this person. Like, I seen this.
I see it all the time.
Like, and that's more rewarding to me in this year than anything else. Like, people that, you know, that tell me they see my shit here and they seen somebody at their job at Walmart. Like, that shit is amazing to me. Like, you know, like, and I would just tell you to anybody out there to just keep on striving, keep on hustling, pushing your shit. I don't care who's telling your shit is trash. If it is, and then you might have to reinvent yourself, reinvent the brand, make a new logo, you know, make a new slogan. Like, it's, you know, it comes with the punches. Like, just some things are not gonna work, some things are gonna stick. You feel me? And just, it's bigger than your immediate circle too, I would tell people. Like,
That's a fact.
You have to understand that supporters are gonna be your biggest.
They come from all places.
And most humblest. Whatever you take it as a fan, family, like, they're gonna be like, yo, what is this? I need it. They're not gonna ask you on the price. They're not gonna bargain with you. To be honest, like, I had people that's like close to me, like,
yo,
like really bargain with you over a t-shirt, like
t-shirt, like
really, like, you know, like won't even shout you out, but they want like a shirt for $20, and I'm like, nah, nigga, like I tie-dyed this, like, put the logo on it in my crib, like I did this myself. I handmade this, nigga. Like, you telling me like you trying to shortchange me? So I'm telling you, like, don't give up on yourself, bet on yourself, invest in yourself, and you know, think rich, man.
That's a fact. We got a few minutes to the break. We got a few minutes to the break, so I'm gonna ask you this. As a part of the year in review. Out of all the pieces you dropped this year, what is your favorite piece of the year? The one thing that you dropped it and you was like, yo, this is fire. Like,
you know, it's been amazing, and it's been like, consistent. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, I could always like count on is like two things. It's my trucker hats.
Truckers.
Accessories. I feel like if you're a brand, accessories, somebody is always gonna be willing to spend $20, $25, or whatever your accessories cost. They're gonna be willing to spend that first to see how your brand is. That's gonna be the test.
The accessories.
The accessories.
The small shit.
The small shit. So when I had the accessories, trucker hats, and my Buddha chains. The Buddha chains, oh my God. I could tell you I'm not even gonna tell you how much I made, but listen, man. You feel me? But
nah, they jumped.
Those are consistent things that I have. But outside of that, like a piece that I've like
that you couldn't wait to put on. Like, you was like, nah, the first one, I'm definitely rocking this for a little bit before niggas get this one.
I would have to say my bubble jackets.
The bubbles is crazy. Yeah.
That was like I ran across it in the store, you know, and I just seen it and I'm like, oh shit, like I could see that brain on there, you feel me? Like, it's about something about that logo that just pops, you know, and it's like that should speak for it. That shit would sell itself, honestly. Like, you know, like, and I seen that and I was like, yeah, let me get 2 of those. Once I threw the brain on those, them shits has been going crazy. I got people, like I said, Missouri, a person in Georgia with the coat. It's been good. You feel me? Like,
so we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the year for you personally. You feel me? 1, 2, no. Motherfucking back.
We live, bing bong.
And we doing a year in review. And in the year in review, we was talking about what was playing, what happened for Think Rich recently. And now we're gonna talk about you as a person, as a man, whatever the fuck. What happened for you in 2021?
Sheesh, 2021. A lot of growth, man. lot of inner looking within, you know, separating business and personal shit, emotions, really having to like separate myself to find myself, you know. And I know a lot of people in my life might have took that personal, but you know, it was nothing personal. It was just personal shit I had to
You gotta do
figure
what
out,
you gotta do sometimes
you know.
and save yourself.
And you know, the people that, you know, still fuck with me, they hit me up, you know, and I appreciate them.
Right.
I love them for that. And you know, that really shows you who really, you know, fucks with you too. Cause I promise you, and I wanna do a personal challenge to anybody. I say, stop going around anybody you fuck with for a week and see who really hit you up. And this is not on no selfish shit. This is not on no like just testing niggas petty shit. It's just on some real life shit. Stop coming around for a week and see hit you up and ask like, yo, you good? Everything good with you? Like, where you been at? You feel me? And you gonna see who really fuck with you and who really don't.
Right.
You know? And my pops, you know, he told me a long time ago, like, people that you think fuck with you and it's your friends and you think they're gonna be around forever, they not. You
That's
feel
a
me?
fact.
And I had to learn that the hard way. This year, a lot, as the pandemic was going on. In the middle of the pandemic, I lost my job. So it was really just think rich or nothing. So when I be on some think rich shit, this shit is really me. It's my livelihood. This is how I feed my son. This is how I pay for bills. This is how I keep my phone on. This is how I eat every day. So this is my full-time job. You feel me? And I feel like that was God, like, showing me and like giving me that like pain, like a different, you know, like it wasn't pain, but it was pain because I had to see like, and I had to feel a certain type of, you know, pain from my own growth, like not even from other people, like to see like, yo, if you want this is what's gonna happen, and this is what it's gonna be, and you gotta grind with this shit. And if you're not willing to do that, get a job, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with getting a job. I have been working all my life. You feel me? I'm 34 years old. If you didn't know, I know. It's the shea butter in the water. You feel me?
Talk it.
But yeah, man. And I always been working. I always been working since I was 14 years old. And I always told myself, like, I'd rather be working for myself. Like, I always wanted to be somebody that was like, you know, had something of their own instead of building somebody else's. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's comfortable for you and you want to do that, that's great, you know. But for me, it was just like, I know I was more than
you wanted more than that.
More than what my job was, more than what my label was, more than what my pay was, more than what, you know, my paycheck was. You feel me? I was just like, I just needed to get out of that and get out of my own comfort zone and stop saying no more. I mean, stop saying no and start saying yes a lot more. Because I'm an indecisive motherfucker. You feel me? Like, I'm a Libra. You feel me? So a lot of times my intuition will kick in, but it's just me overthinking shit, you know? And like, I'm my own critic at worst times or in good times, whatever. Like, sometimes I just see shit and I'll be like, nah, I could do that better, or maybe I shouldn't do that because it'll look this way. But now I really just have that approach where I don't give a fuck. Because we living in a times where you cannot really, you have to live, my niggas. Like, you have to live. You gotta do what you want to do in this time, because who's to say you got another time? I don't give a fuck how old you are, how young you are. I wish I would have did this shit when I was 21. You feel me? Like, but it's never too old. Like, Virgil did what he had to do. in his later years, and he passed away and when he was 40, which is unfortunate, but he got to leave that mark. And that's that's my goal, to leave a mark in this lifetime that I live for my son, for my family, you know, and for my community, to show them that we are capable. You feel me? Like, plain and simple. And that's been my personal shit.
Word. That's, that's real shit. I think, like you said, like, sometimes you do, going back to what you said earlier, and like taking that step back and like really just having to separate for yourself sometimes. I think this year really taught a lot of people I knew, that, including myself, that that's what you have to do sometimes, real shit. So that's real shit. So to get into me, I guess, this year and how it was this year for music, and I guess Namiii the artist, aside from Nam the person, this year for Namiii the artist. All right, so then let's kind of start at the beginning. I fresh off of Kane Block, I dropped Midtown 95 in January. If I'm gonna say what Midtown 95 meant to me, like, Midtown 95 was one of those things where I think I think me and Spade, who just got here, I think me and Spade, like, we both at Midtown 95, we was really like still kind of hype off of Kane Block. We had a lot of like a leftover adrenaline. Like, we was kind of mad that was the album, and it was October and was coming in like January. We like, damn, like, nigga, like, we got mad shit we could still put out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in Midtown 95 was one of them things that I remember telling him, like, like, I want to start singing more. I want to start like harmonizing more a little bit. Like, I want to start trying that out and all of that. And I'm telling it to him, but Nick Spade looking at me like, nigga, I've been telling you to do that for a minute. Like, you feel me? Like, I've been saying that. You know what I'm saying?
I've been telling this nigga to start singing more.
And nah, you right.
Look, I've been telling this nigga, stop trying to impress these niggas and talk your real shit. I feel like his songs for women are like real emotion. Not to say that his songs for anything is not, but I feel like those come from true places. And true places, sometimes those are your best songs.
That's true.
A lot of your songs for women come from true shit that's going on in your life.
I gotta say, like,
if they didn't know,
when it comes,
I want to put it out there, like,
when it comes to making songs for women or usually about women, it's I've always said I put every woman I've ever met in my life into one person. So, you know what I'm saying? The object is, in being objective, you have to talk about an imperfect person at all times, because I can never approach. A lot of love songs come from this, like, I was so great to you when you did me wrong, and then it's like, I had to ask myself, now, Paulo, how accurate is that for you, in all honesty? Like, let's be real. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your own shit as well. So for you to even talk about a woman, you would have to talk about a person who was as imperfect as you are. So if I was to combine all of these women into one person, this bitch is capable of anything. She's capable of being the greatest person in the world. She's also capable of being the worst woman you've ever met.
So when you talk about woman, you're talking about this character.
Right. Because all of the verses, you would think that every verse is just like, this is one girl. No, not at all. Like,
I feel like the joints that you have made are your relationships in that time.
No, because a lot of them aren't accurate to the exact time I was making them. I wasn't going through that at that time. But a lot of times that I try to explain this to people is like, sometimes songs give you a mood when you hear them. Beats, they give you a mood when you hear them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you just hear these songs and you're like, okay, maybe I'm not in that perspective, but I remember that. I remember how that felt. I remember that, or I remember somebody telling me about that. And me having a fear about that, or a lot of shit like that. So a lot of the songs that are about women is more of like, okay, like, what did quote unquote she do this time that's making me have to write a song about it? What is the logic behind this? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be the dude that just makes random fucking love songs out of the blue. At the end of you got to have something to draw from.
I felt like there was personal. You saying they...
To a certain extent, but I can't say they personal, like, I can't say they personal on a level like, yo, something happened to me and then I went to the studio and made a song about Shorty. Like, it was never like that. It was more like...
Because I don't feel like you're going to put the whole relationship out there.
Yeah, I would never do that. I would never air nobody out like that. That's how I'm saying. Like, I would never air nobody out like that. Mm-hmm. It would be more one of them things that's like, okay, like, one, I have to, at the end of the day...
Or maybe experiences. Let me not even saying personal. Maybe the experiences with certain type of woman you have dealt with. That you come from in your memory and you touch on in your lyrics. Is that safe to say? Because maybe it's not a certain woman that you're writing about. Maybe it could be a collective of different type of women you have dealt with.
A collective, like you said. It's a collective. It's a collective of a lot of things I dealt with, but the main perspective and inspiration behind them is always, to me, I always looked at it as like a sort of red table talk for guys. Every bar when I write songs for women, as much as I want women to kind of gravitate to them, I want men that listen to them to relate to what I'm saying. You have to kind of relate to it because that's the only perspective I can really speak from. I can't speak from anybody else. So a lot of songs, it's more of like, okay, like, I'm going to say the emotional things that I know guys don't really be wanting to say. They don't really want to say shit like that. Because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, nah, if I say that, she gonna say this and da-da-da. You don't really have that space. When you hear it on a song, that's the space for you. You know what I'm saying? And then,
right.
You know, and then a part of it, like I said, a part of it is accumulation of all females. And then a lot of it is like, you know, what do girls want to hear? Like, let's be real. We're, you know, as a musician, this is
that's a fact.
You have to attract people. At the end of the day, I'm a guy. There's something I want to hear when I put a song on, and there's something women want to hear from every artist. Drake is Drake for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's no accident. So at the end of the day, like, to me, it's something I've worked on. It's something that I'm still working on, in my opinion. I don't really think I'm at like the peak of making songs. I eventually want to get to a point where it's a little bit better. But at the end of the day, just referring to what you said, that it's one of them things where I can understand what you're saying, because if you look at, in my opinion, some of my best songs, a lot of them are those songs. But that's more of like, to me, like
my
melody.
Poppy Namiii.
It's more like melody and like you know what I'm saying, and the way I had to get creative because it's not my usual song. You know me, I just want to rap at the end of the day.
That's
but
facts.
You feel me? But sometimes I know that the beat does not require you to rap on this, and that's the thing. So that was basically the whole essence of Midtown 95, though. It was like Midtown 95 was like, I got to try something different. But of course, the last two songs I had to rap. And then from there, for the rest of the year, I did a lot of singles.
Right.
One of your personal favorite, People's Champ.
Come on,
which
man.
is underrated. I'm only
play that.
I'm only speaking on this. I'm only speaking on this to say this. Like, this year, I'll say personally, musically, I feel like I hit new heights in certain levels that I feel like will kind of be noticed later. Mm-hmm. Like, in my opinion, the second verse of People's Champ is probably one of the best verses I've ever written.
Nigga.
And I'm more proud that I did that in like my 8th year doing music, that you had like a verse that was like, oh shit, like this is the hardest shit you've ever wrote. Like, and it was like, I remember listening to that verse back, like, what's the fuck?
Telling you, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
I'll be telling this nigga to pump that song like it's Ali, nigga, in the 80s.
There's a lot of songs, but what I am telling you, that especially this year, that a lot happened, is that we are going to pump like a motherfucker, is the album with me and K. And, you know,
I feel like you still gotta pump The Sky's White. Sky's White is so fresh, so new, and it's still...
The Sky's White is definitely gonna have visuals to it. The Sky's White is gonna be something that is gonna come with a visual for most of the songs. You know, I don't really know about an Anything for the Go video unless Spade's like, yo, do it, Anything for the Go video. Unless it comes to that, then I don't know. But definitely or whatever on my brother video is definitely in the works. And then a C Told Me video was something that I'm definitely putting together in my mind. And, you know, Don't Make Sense, I don't know. Man. I don't know how to do it. Don't Make Sense video. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want to be standing outside by myself.
Dog shit.
Just sitting there rapping. Don't make sense. That shit is going to look weird and lonely. I don't want to look weird and lonely in that video. Respectfully. But I'm going to say this, that there's a lot, to me, I look at my catalog and I say there's a lot of videos that I can do. And going into this next year, I like the fact that I have a vast catalog. Mm-hmm. Because then nobody knows what video is next.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I feel like this year I'm going to show people that the catalog is deep.
Your shit is, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And
niggas be fronting, but
I think this year it got deeper. Songs like Blue Steel was really big. Songs like Blue Steel was really big for me. I feel like as an artist, Blue Steel is probably like a top 5 song. And what Blue Steel meant to me is a lot. What I'll always remember Blue Steel for is going to be really big for me going forward. And that's one song that I look at as like a benchmark. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like one of those videos that I feel like I remember that time and I'm going to always remember it. So I love Blue Steel for that. And, you know, shit like Stay Lit. Stay Lit was amazing.
Shout out to nigga Liddy Lils.
Shout out to Liddy Lils. Stay Lit was amazing.
Classic. Summer Heat.
A great experience. Probably, I think it's like
one of my favorite
first song
videos
with
I
Lils.
ever did.
Yeah, that was a great video. That was a great video. And, no, that was excellent. Shout out to Moose Strange. The video just came out not too long ago.
Facts. Free my nigga Moose.
Had a great time in Miami. Had a great time shooting that video. It was excellent. And other than that, I feel like I said, musically, I had the chance to grow. I had the chance to sit back and really not focus on making albums all the time like I usually do, and just focus on like making songs and recording and living with the music and kind of understanding. And I think next year now, I can say this year going into the next year musically, not to like skip topics, but I'm more prepared musically than I've ever been for a year. I'd say it's the time where I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the synergy of everything that we've worked hard for is kind of reaching like that pinnacle of everything working at the same time. It's like I can like see it coming together. And a lot of times you get down, like you say, you get those ups and downs, you get kind of negative. But the other day I'm just really seeing it. I'm like, you know what? Like everything is kind of in place.
Right.
To like align the way you want it to. And I'm grateful for that going into the next year.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? How was the year for me personally?
Yeah, it's been crazy.
It was it was the definition of up and down. If I could ever say that, I'd say that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, anybody know me, the loss of my best friend Latrell was huge.
Yeah. Sorry
that was no, and I know it's a difficult thing for all of us to talk about that knew him. And but for me, it's one of them things that, you know, we got 10 minutes to break. All right, cool. But you know, it's one of them things that it was very hard to get through, but we got through it. Mm-hmm. All of them, his family, us, our peoples, we all did, and I'm proud of everybody for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that was pivotal for me to see everybody do. You know what I'm saying? But in the spirit of ups and downs in glorious fashion, I also found that I was going to be a father this year. So I don't know if this. I don't even think this is like a huge announcement, because I did put this on my Instagram. If you follow me, you've seen it. But
listen, man,
this is true.
You followed her, and you separated, you know, from his actual Instagram and shit, and you just happened to stumble on the podcast. My nigga Namiii about to be a father. Yeah, man.
I just found out I'm having a baby boy.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? His name is Amir Latrell Owens.
Amir Latrell.
You know what I'm saying? And
love that, bro.
Shout out to my baby moms, of course. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually,
mother,
you know what I'm saying?
Child. Let's stop.
Mother, we're not doing that term. You know what?
We're not doing that no more, bro.
Respectfully.
No baby mom shit. It's mother of my child.
Shout out to the mother of my child. And because I will say, for everything that it is, like, you know, I'm very grateful for the type of person that she is. I'm very grateful that my son will have her as a mother. She's an amazing person, and she's gonna be an even more amazing mother, and I'm grateful for that. So, like I said, life this year was an up and down experience to the fullest extent. So, you know, at the end, when you get to the end of the year and you sit back and you reflect on what this year was, what it really was, for me, it's one of those things that, like, you look back at everything you've been through, you still here, and you realize it's like, you know, all you have left is to be grateful for what you have.
Facts.
At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna come down to. Mm-hmm. You can sit here and muddle over what you don't, what you're gonna get one day, all of this other shit. At the end of the day, it starts with being grateful for what you got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could all go away from you. It could all be taken. It could all be this, that, and the third. Anything can happen.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the one thing I learned this year, is that going into this year, I don't think I was very grateful for a lot of the things I had. And I think this year really taught me that. Like, you know, like you're kind of underestimating the life you do have in seeking the one you want. You know what I'm saying? And not understanding that. And that's not saying...
I agree.
That's not saying get settled. That's not saying decide that your life is enough. That's saying that decide that stop running around acting like you have the worst life in the world. Because a lot of us do that. A lot of us harp on the pain that we have thinking that that's some type of personality trait. Being hurt is not a personality trait. It's something you need to figure out. It's something you need to go talk to somebody about. It's something you might need to call a friend about. It's not something to use. It's not a badge. It's not a patch on your jacket. It's not none of that. It's real shit. And I think that when I realized that it was real shit, when you seen real shit hit you and take over you to the point where you couldn't control it, and now you in this stance of like, what the fuck do you do? At the end of the day, you have to look at the things that you sitting at the bottom with.
Facts.
A lot of people think you at the bottom by yourself and with nothing around you. And I'm not talking about the bottom financially or nothing like that. I'm talking about emotionally. If you listen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you know, when you really are at a point where you don't know what's next and you don't know what the next move is supposed to be.
Right.
You don't know what it's gonna be. You don't know how it's gonna affect this person, yourself, that person. You don't know anything. That whole time you looking at all of that, you're missing exactly what's in front of you. Sometimes God and life, whatever you believe in, sometimes they just want you to be present for the moment right now. Sometimes you have to understand where you at. Real shit. I was in Miami sitting there and I'm thinking about all this shit going on at home. And then I'm like sitting there like, you're in Miami.
Word.
You've never been here, nigga.
Yep.
And you over here thinking about New York. And you just have to start looking at life and start having a joy for what it is to live again. Like, a lot of people, it's become this fad to like act like life is so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so dreadful. It's the worst thing in the world. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, like, it's a lot of complaining. It's a lot of bullshit. If you really put it down to the bare elements of what matters and what doesn't, it's a lot of fuck shit. We're all running around complaining about a lot of bullshit at the end of the day. Not to say that we don't have a reason to complain, but we do it. And we ain't talking about nothing at the end of the day. We got 5 minutes to the break. So just in your opinion, on a cultural, musical level or whatever, this year, what was your opinion of this year as far as like everything you've seen that doesn't have to do with you personally, but has to do with like the Hollywood world or whatever the fuck?
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of great people this year.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I feel like we lose at least one or two every year.
We lost a lot more than one or two this year. This was different.
Yeah, it was like The Ruler.
The ruler.
Who?
Draco the Ruler just passed recently,
Just
right?
passed. Got stabbed in the neck. Backstage.
Jesus Christ.
While he's performing. You know, so that's crazy. So, you know, it's just like a lot of unnecessary death and shit. I feel like that could have been bypassed. I feel like we don't protect our, not to say hood heroes enough, but yeah, hood heroes enough. Like,
Right.
you know, I feel like they're not protected enough. Like, I feel like, and no reason that Dolph should be by himself. I don't care what he's talking about. Da-da-da. Somebody follow that man. You feel me? Like, have a car in behind him. Da-da-da. You know, his homeboys follow him. Whatever case may
We
be.
got to start treating these niggas like Nelson Mandela, man.
Like, come on, man. These niggas is paying people's payrolls. You feel me? And it's not just 2-3 niggas. It's entourage of maybe 100 people. It's payrolls for other businesses that they may have. Like, once when they die, all that shit stops.
Yeah.
You feel me? Unless somebody else picks it back up. But if your name ain't Young Dolph and your name ain't signed on that shit, all that shit is over with. Unless it's residual money, you know? So I feel like, you know, we just gotta do more, you do better too as a unit, like, as a people, like, and stop, you know, like, using hip hop as a fucking excuse to do stupid shit. You know,
Word. That was a good one right there.
Stop using hip hop as an excuse to do stupid shit. Like, if that's who the fuck you are, that's who you are. Like, you know, like, and I just feel like that's always gonna be the bad rap around just black violence and whatever. Like, it's gonna be hip hop, you know, this is what, you know, like, I feel like violence is violence. Like, people kill people that live next to them. We got fucking serial killers. You have all kind of violence out here, you feel me? Like, no matter what it is. And I feel like we just gotta do better as a people to like know like what's right and the moral compass of where we going. Cause if we don't do that, then we lost already. You feel me? We ain't gotta worry about the white man. Like, we doing it, you know, not to sound like that, but it is what it is. You feel me? Like, cause we can't blame it on nobody else. If we killing ourselves, and we killing bosses. We not killing Pookie from down the street. Not to say his life means less. You feel me? Because it all trickles down from what we see. You see fuck shit happen up high. Fuck shit is down to happen in the streets. Like, if a nigga know he could get away with that shit, a nigga like Young Dolph, a nigga going definitely kill a nigga that's on his block. You feel me? Like, and that shit is a representation of, you know, the culture that we living in and the times we living in, desensitized to like death and block shit. And I feel like if you're not trying to be a king or a boss, fuck all that other shit, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But we gonna get into sports after this commercial break.
All right.
Yeah. Think Rick. Yeah. Bitch. Yeah. Itchy palms, that's my alarm to getting money. Think rich, bitch. Mama ain't raised no dummy. In my own fashion, yeah, I'm wrapped up like a mummy. From my head to feet. Made so much this week. Nigga, I'ma just repeat. So much fabric, nigga. Feel like I designed the streets. Got my own block, drip down, nigga, I'm just elite. Think rich, bitch, from my head down to my feet. Think rich, bitch, mentally I can't be defeated. Think rich, bitch, got niggas wildin' at the cookout. Think rich, bitch, broke-minded niggas look out. Think rich, bitch, yeah, she got the sweats to the poke out. Scream when a nigga pop out. Made so much.
Think rich, ain't the camera with the shirt.
Oh, you got a lie in your pocket.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where the ladies turn the show off. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
We getting into sports.
I know
this is you know, it's gonna get a little bit, you know, unless I'm not, you know what? Let's not say that.
Let's not knock
you know what I'm saying?
Out here that do watch sports.
They do. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And I know a lot of women I can talk sports with. So you know what? I'm not gonna do that. But I will say this, that this part is about to get a little hectic because you know a lot of shit is going on. Amid the COVID things, and you see a lot of rosters, they losing their players. There's one nigga coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie Irving is suiting the fuck up for the Brooklyn Nets to only play away games, correct? If I'm not bugging. And there's a couple states he can't play in. He can't play against Golden State because they have the mandate, and there's a couple other states that also have the mandate. Kyrie is back, man. What do you think of this?
Yo, shout out to a nigga that stood on his 2 feet, on his 10 toes.
Kyrie beat the system. He did.
Didn't fold.
He won.
And he won, man.
He did.
And that just shows you the power of just being real, man. Just being real with yourself and just being like, you know what? Hey, I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel comfortable. And we deal with that on all bases, on all levels as being humans. Like, we feel at times we're not comfortable with something and we don't want to do it. And if that person says I don't care what their contract is or what their stature is or how much money they make or if that person is willing to lose that money, willing to sit out, willing to take everything that comes with it and be like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. And he did that. And a lot of people don't get away with that. So I'm saying, hey, yo, Kyrie, shout out to you, my brother.
Shout out to Kyrie, yeah.
You stood on your 10 toes and you believed in what you believed in. And that tells you what the NBA is really about. Because now, what's the difference between then and now? Is it money?
I tell you what the difference is. The Nets ain't
record?
it. That's what it is.
What's their record?
They don't. No, they're first in the East. But you know what the problem is? They keep
right.
losing to the good teams.
No, if they're first in the East,
that's the problem. They're losing to all the good teams. They're losing to the Bucks, the Heat. They're losing to the good teams.
Right.
So here's the thing. Now, you know what you said is the power of standing on your morals and all of that shit? You know what's the power of? I had to look up this nigga stats. It's the power of averaging 26 and 6 on 50, 40, 90. That's what it's the power of. It's the power of the Nets realizing James Harden looks washed. He looks just about done. That's what this is the power of.
Niggas ain't gonna help these niggas.
Listen, man, it ain't it. KD is out there playing with 4 rookies doing LeBron type shit. In regular season games, this ain't it, bro.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? They like, nigga, Kyrie gonna have to come back. They look at
so that just shows you the
bottom line is the bottom line, son.
Like,
it's the bottom line, son.
Hey, we need this nigga. We just gonna deal with him not have play in certain towns. He can't play at home,
man. Listen.
Which is crazy because that's half of the season.
Come on now.
So you're willing to let this nigga play in every other state, like. That just shows you, like, you know, the power of.
So let me ask you this though: you think how much does this help the Nets? Are the Nets going? Are they taking it now?
If he can play in every playoff game, they're lit.
He can't play in home games. So the mandate is lifted.
In the playoff. Oh shit, he can't play in the playoff.
Now here's what people are not realizing: the Nets are first in the East. You know what that comes with? Home court advantage in the playoffs. So you know what that means? A lot of home games, son. A lot of games Kyrie won't be suiting up.
Damn. Yeah, because if you have home game,
I don't know, man.
Advantage.
Do you want to give up home court advantage against Milwaukee? Do you want to run into Kyle Lowry and them in Miami? And you can't play Kyrie for all the home games?
Even the Cavs.
This is the Barclays.
Even the Cavs is good.
This is the Barclays. You're not going to have Kyrie in the Barclays. Mav, if you can, while I'm saying this, I need you to put a little highlight film of Kyrie in the Barclays. There's going to be none of that in the playoffs. Absolutely not. You know why? Because the mandate is not lifting no time soon. You said it yourself. We ain't never leaving this COVID era. So that means NYC, if anything, with these new record COVID numbers, the mandate might get a little more stricter, if anything.
Damn.
If anything.
I think they're going to shut down again soon. There's too many protocols. Niggas is having like 7 players on their bench. It's too much.
So here you go. So now.
It's too much protocols.
Again.
But I feel like
the Nets,
these
what is their chances?
A little chopped cheese, because I just seen LeBron go through some bullshit protocol. And then they said he was not positive.
Yeah, that was insane.
And then he was not negative, and then
that was insane.
So are these niggas just making exceptions or what? Because what is that? LeBron, they said
First
LeBron.
He had it.
First he had it.
They upon further review.
Then they took another test, and then another test, and then the nigga didn't have it.
Somebody challenged the play.
Like, come on, like who are these niggas making fugazi tests? Like, what is this shit? I don't know.
I mean, it is.
I don't know. I'm just a nigga from Brooklyn, man.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, Kyrie is back. It is what it is. In my opinion, in my opinion, to be 100%, yeah, I mean, the Nets are going to win a lot of more away games, I guess. But, like, dude, y'all are the best team in the East right now without him. So that means home court advantage is a lock.
Are they?
I mean, right now, the record says they are. Giannis and them is not playing up to their potential. Miami's having a lot of injuries, COVID, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit like that. The Bulls are still figuring it out.
That Omarion is wilding.
That Omarion is wilding on the NBA as well. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, we got to see what happens. But as of right now, the Nets are number 1 in the East, if I'm not correct. Yes, they are. The Bulls are number 2, right behind them with the Bucks.
The
3.
Cavs is 4.
Cavs is 4. Shout out to the Celtics. We just beat them, though. It's for us to go 500.
What's going on with the Wizards?
Huh?
Wizards. Hold on. What's the Bucks?
The Bucks are not that good this year, I'm telling you.
Huh?
Bucks are 3rd, Wizards are 6th.
Oh, Bucks is third. All right.
Oh, third? Nah.
It's not bad, bro.
Nah, the Bucks are the Bucks. The Bulls 19-10. It's crazy.
No, I was looking at the Hornets. All
right, so look, like, you know,
Shiggity.
to get into the next topic, this is something I've been waiting for all week.
What's this?
It's time to talk about your man, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is currently out with an MCL sprain. I want to say strain, but it's a sprain. MCL sprain.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty, man.
Yeah, you've been on the record saying that man is chopped cheese, but it's your time to really let him have it at this point.
I feel like he don't want to play.
You think so?
I feel like he's just like, you know what? I got a ring. I'm in the top 75.
He is in the top 75.
Niggas can't tell me nothing.
They can't really tell him much.
And he been brittle fucking chopped cheese for a minute, bro. He's been like, his body, like, you cannot breathe on this nigga. I see why he don't want to be the 5. Like,
yeah,
he cannot be touched. Like,
I swear he'll be good at the 5, man. I swear.
And from a nigga that used to be a point guard, then he grew these 6-7 inches in the summer. You would think he would have some coordination because you could see it in his game, right?
Yeah.
So why can't he land correct? Why? Why can you not plant your feet on the ground like a regular human being and stand up, nigga? This nigga, once he lay up, dunk, whatever it is, he don't land correct. This nigga is holding his ankle. He's in the hallway.
Yo.
I'm tired of his shit, bro. This nigga got that ring in a bubble and he's like, fuck it, man. I got a ring.
Yo, bro.
And I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of niggas making excuses for him. Westbrook, I can deal with that. I cannot deal with a nigga named Anthony Davis in a top 75 that's 6'10", can get Giannis buckets. Like, this nigga's supposed to be in the ranks of Giannis.
He's supposed to be wilding.
He got worse this year.
You know what my thing is?
He's shooting 27%
from 3.
What is that? Why?
Nigga,
what's going on?
That's throwing it at the rim backwards.
You're playing too much GTA, my nigga. I be seeing you playing with GTA with fucking T Grizzly, nigga. You're playing too much GTA. You're doing too much goofy shit. Get back focused, bro.
Yo.
You in LA, you doing too much shit.
Yo, respectfully,
niggas be getting crazy in LA, bro.
Yo, you know what? It's a shame.
And he's back home. No, he's not. No, he's not from LA. And so sorry, he's not from LA. He's from Chicago.
It's kind of a shame though that you aren't the best player on this team if you're Anthony Davis.
He's supposed to be.
You're supposed like
LeBron is what?
You could
36,
argue,
37?
37. You could argue on the championship run, AD was the best player. You could argue because he led the team in damn near everything but assists. Because LeBron was leading the league in assists on the championship run.
LeBron led the points.
I'm talking about all the regular season stats. He led the team in everything, AD. Blocks, all of that shit. He led the team in everything. So at the end of the day, this was the point where AD was supposed to assume the title as the best player on the team at this point. LeBron was supposed to be going into that secondary role of let me kind of make this dude the best player.
My boy supposed to be chilling right now.
Right.
Cruising to the
Your man is playing mad minutes. He's playing mad minutes.
This nigga is arguing with niggas on the bench. And his Cantor is fucking talking shit. I'm tired of this whole season.
Yeah, this shit is crazy.
Like it's been like up to like past 3 seasons. I don't care about the season at all. Yeah. It's like playoffs are nothing to me. Like, if we don't get to the playoffs, I don't even want to talk about the season because
that's how I'm feeling about my Celtics right now. At the end of the day, like, honestly, we're at 500. And if I'm going to be 100% honest, I'm skeptical on whether or not we're going to end up in the play. Right now, we're the 8th seed. Now, mind you, here's why I'm not 100% tripping. We do have a brand new coach. We do have a lot of new players that we don't need. Nigga, you guys ain't doing much better.
Listen, man, y'all trying to say we old and shit.
Listen.
Are we in the playoffs?
No.
Yes, we are.
Not right now.
We 6. We 6. We're 6 in the West, bro. Check that for me, Mav. We 6 in the West. For a West that's so hard and we so old. Nigga, we 6. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is 8th. with 2 young bulls and a light-skinned nigga that likes taking sidestep jump shots. And Jaylen Brown, what's wrong with his flat top?
I don't know what's wrong with his flat top.
His shit is like crunched in the middle a little bit. I think he going bald, bro.
But they got the same record though. They both 16 and 16.
I don't care.
This was the part I was gonna get to.
I don't care. What are we?
We have the same exact record, right? So
are we 6 or not?
You're 6.
All right. And y'all 8th?
You're 6 in a West.
I don't care.
You're 6 in a West with
it's worse
where
in the West.
Stephen Curry is out there looking like Michael Jordan.
Right.
In the West right now.
We
so
6.
at the end of the day, what did the Golden State Warriors? What are they like 2?
Nigga, the Cavs is 4th. Y'all should be at least 4th.
We just beat the Cavs. Like as
y'all should be 4th at least, right?
We gonna make our way.
Listen, man.
We just got ISO Joe.
Bruh. You know that's my guy. That's my guy.
You better not bruh me. You niggas just signed Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day. That nigga went 0 of 11 the other day.
0 of 11?
0 of 11.
His first game was good though. He had like 19.
Yeah, he did his thing.
You feel me? He probably had jitters and shit.
All right, can we keep it a buck about Isaiah Thomas, man? I think we need to come together, people.
Come on now, let's.
You know what? We need to do this. I think we need to because you know what it is. We have to.
I feel like it's worse niggas than Isaiah Thomas in the league.
All right, now here's the part I want to address. A real baller has a lot of respect for Isaiah Thomas. Right. Anybody that plays basketball wants Isaiah Thomas to succeed in the NBA because you're 5 foot whatever and you can actually get 30 in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Every nigga that plays in the park in the parks wants to see Isaiah Thomas be very good. You know what the truth is? That man is 5'5", nigga.
No, he's not.
That's bro.
He's like 5'9".
Okay. What is he? 5'9". Okay.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, he's 5'9". And if you're gonna be 100% real, there's one thing you need to be able to do in the NBA, and that's defend. Name a nigga right now. Isaiah Thomas is about to go lock up in the 4th quarter.
That nigga is definitely kibbles and bits in the post.
This is in the post on the perimeter. You are food at the end of the day.
Kibbles and bits.
It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the Lakers are gonna figure that out. Is that the last thing the Lakers need is another nigga that can't play defense. It's not what y'all need. And
I don't even see why they trying to build him up to shoot him down. Like, that's fucked up.
That's what I told you. I said this when they signed him to that whack-ass 10-day.
Nigga,
I said if you really...
Y'all doing the same thing to Joe Johnson, man.
Listen, I don't have no hate for Isaiah Thomas, but at the end of the day, okay, if you want to see Isaiah Thomas really succeed, give him a real contract.
Nah.
Don't give him no bullshit 10-day. At least give him a veteran minimum for like 2 years.
Nigga, we are
with a team option or something.
We are under the luxury cap, my brother.
Listen.
After taking Westbrook, we are fucked. We don't have no money, nigga. We can't even give niggas tacos if we hit 100.
Look.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is the problem where, okay, so the trade deadline's coming up. Let me keep it tall with you and ask you a real question. Do you think the Lakers are even considering trading Russell Westbrook?
I think
if you smart, you gotta at least look at it, bro. You gotta look. Look.
At this point, I'm trading that nigga Anthony Davis.
No way.
No, fuck you. I would trade Anthony Davis for fat ass Zion right now, nigga.
Nah, nobody wants. I'm not gonna lie.
Send that nigga back to New Orleans.
I'm calling it now, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
Let Zion work out with LeBron for a whole year.
Happening.
That nigga is T1000 from Terminator. Nigga.
No.
Are you out of your mind?
You know what Zion is? I'm calling it now.
Zion on LeBron's fucking eating meal. LeBron
he would never do it.
Pocket, first of all.
That nigga Zion is a burger eating.
No, he's not.
Ham hock eating.
No, he's not.
Nah, bro.
Because he's in New Orleans chilling with the lady from Popeyes, nigga.
Eating mad
he's
gumbo.
Chilling with her.
I'm not hearing nothing, bro.
He's chilling with the ladies from Popeye, getting crazy.
At the end of the day,
he don't want to play for New Orleans.
I'ma call it here.
Send AD back.
Zion is Greg Oden. At the end of the day, and we don't want to accept it. Ja Morant was the real jewel from that draft class.
Averaged 27, 9, and 7, nigga.
And you know what Greg Oden never did? Weigh 320 pounds.
He probably averaged 400, nigga.
You know who else I seen do that? Eddie Curry. How did that work for him? Don't nobody get to 300 and then figure it out. You ain't never seen a nigga get to 300 pounds in the NBA and then be like, you know what?
Shaq, nigga.
Nigga, Shaq was getting MVPs at 320. It was that's a whole different.
I say his name because you said nobody.
Come on, bro. But at the end of the day, Shaq was different. That was way different.
He's a different type of monster.
Prime Shaq is 320 pounds.
But listen, I'm trading that nigga Anthony Davis. That nigga's kibbles and bits. His body is fribbed. His fucking eyebrow is tired.
No.
I'm tired of his shit. He don't want to play.
No.
He's done.
No.
We can get at least 4 niggas for that nigga. I'm tired of him.
Not that nigga, not Zion. Not Zion.
Nah, not Zion, but we can get at least 4 niggas for him.
I think I need to go get Lonzo back. Y'all need to go.
We don't need no point
Y'all need to go call LeVar Ball and apologize. That's what y'all need to go do.
Point guards, bro.
Y'all need Lonzo Ball. You don't need no point guards, but they went and got Russell Westbrook. What type of shit is that? It's Russell Westbrook, dog.
Bro, I don't have no problem with Russell.
You don't? I do. Russ don't work for y'all. That's the problem with Russ.
I don't have no problem with him.
Russ does not work for the Lakers, but that don't work, man.
He's all right. I can deal with him doing his bullshit. I cannot deal with Anthony Davis and the rest of these fucking Bazemore. Kent Bazemore, nigga.
Kent Bazemore is pretty good.
Ellington.
He's a shooter. Didn't he hit a game winner for y'all niggas?
No. I would rather your man Reeves be on the court. Let's get these young niggas going.
Good. Austin Reeves is a good player.
Let's get these young niggas going. Like,
yeah, honestly.
First of all, I'm tired of LeBron playing the center.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is.
What is this
Frank
new
Vogel.
lineup?
Yeah,
LeBron playing the center the past 3 games.
You cannot try to be the
Playing
Warriors.
against Vucevic and loose niggas.
You cannot try to be the Warriors. With,
and these niggas is posting him up, and he got to score 30. I'm like, what is going? Like, where's DeAndre? Where's Dwight?
Hey man,
can we bring McGee back? Where's JaVale? JaVale's in the Suns.
DeAndre Jordan is trash. That's what happened.
No, he's not.
What? That man is hot.
He need more minutes or something.
Hong Kong Fooey. That nigga is trash,
Fuck
bro.
Niggas. Fuck y'all niggas, man.
He's horrible. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like the Lakers be doing some bone. Like, you know what I could say, bro? We are friends because we both like teams that have GMs that do completely retarded shit at all times. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Niggas hired Frank Vogel instead of Mark Jackson. And then made Jason Kidd the assistant coach on some disrespectful shit. Ain't that some crazy?
I feel like we hired
crazy.
Frank Vogel because LeBron could tell Frank Vogel to shut the fuck up.
True.
You're not telling Mark Jackson.
That nigga Ty Lue was telling Braun shut the fuck up, and, they came back from 3-1. Nigga, yes he was.
That nigga.
Yes
that
he
was. His son. He got.
That's what they said he did in the finals. That's what they said he did. That
David
nigga
Blake fired for that little nigga.
David Blake.
Don't do that.
But at the end of the day, that nigga Ty Lue was in that locker room like, "Hey, Braun, you need to step it the fuck up, nigga."
No.
And that's what the story is, nigga. That's what happened. They said that nigga Ty Lue pressed that nigga Braun like, "Yo, my nigga, you're not doing LeBron James shit, and we need LeBron James shit in the second half." And he was like, LeBron was feeling some type of way, and at the finals, like, you know, that nigga Ty Lue stepped to me, you know, he said some real shit. That's what I heard. The story was, bro. Yeah, when they came back from 3-1, I heard Ty Lue had to let that nigga know in the locker room, "I'm not playing with you, nigga. Like, I know you LeBron and all of that, but I smack fire out you, bro. You better get it together on this court." Like,
almost average triple double, right?
Yeah, he got to do it. Listen, at the end of the day, LeBron is gonna do LeBron shit in the finals, but you need that coach. That's, you know, even Phil Jackson told Jordan you're not playing hard at one point. Like, yo, what you doing, bro? What you got? Like, you got like 10 in the first half, so that's what we pay you for, respectfully. Like 30 mil for that. That's what we doing.
I feel like Phil Jackson,
you gotta have that coach.
Shut the fuck up.
For what? Nah,
Yeah.
Phil Jackson was not playing with Mike. When I got here, you had no rings. I came here with a ring, nigga. Phil Jackson won a ring as a player.
As a player.
Yeah, what's up, nigga? I got one.
You haven't won as a coach.
I got one. I was on the court. I got one. Where was Mike's?
Here, nigga.
Where was Mike's?
We
nigga?
got each other here. You just perfected my shit.
When I got here, you was getting swept by Larry Bird, nigga. So you better get it together, nigga.
Whatever.
You better get your shit together. And listen, I slapped that Boldy in here. That nigga Phil was not playing with him, nigga, at all. Don't do that. Nah.
Mike was like, make sure that triangle end with me, nigga.
Yeah, whatever.
That's it.
And when did they win?
Make sure that triangle end with me.
And they won when Mike figured out this nigga Phil is not playing.
Do this half of the game, nigga.
I know.
Break up that triangle and fucking ISO.
I know Scotty.
That's it.
I know Scotty gonna get his 17 though. I know you gonna pass that ball and let Scotty get his 17, Mike. Because Phil is not fucking playing.
Yeah, he get a little 17.
You feel me?
Jordan gonna get his fucking
33, and that's gonna be that. You feel me? That, you know, at the end of the day. But
hey,
you feel me? Phil wasn't playing with that nigga. You gotta have that coach. At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? What was the other injury we just found out about? Who's out for 8 weeks? Derrick Rose out for 8 weeks. Oh man. New York has been a very silent place lately.
New York has been fucked up.
New York was loud as fuck last year, wasn't they?
They've been loud as fuck early this season.
Yeah.
I got a couple friends that was like in my DMs talking about the Knicks.
You know what I gotta address?
Beating the Lakers and shit.
I gotta address Knicks fans. the way y'all have turned on Julius Randle is sad.
Yeah, man. This is
It's fucking, it's disgraceful.
Y'all always do this.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all
Julius Randle has brought y'all back to prominence. How dare you blame Julius Randle for your problems? You feel me? He can't use his right. Look at him over there. Why can't he go left? Did it matter when he was averaging 25?
James Harden
Did it matter then?
Go left and he's still. I mean, don't need to go right. He's still.
Come on, he can't go right. You know what? I would be more mad at R.J. Barrett for not being able to go right. You went to Duke and you can't go right. How did that happen?
That's crazy.
How did you get into Duke and you can't go right?
Now you a spot up shooter.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I play ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go right and left. How you can't go? Like, that's some Derek Zoolander shit. Like, really think about it. Like, you remember that nigga couldn't turn in one direction? That's really crazy. Like, niggas really can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of like, I don't know, it's like mental blocks, bro. Like, I'm sorry, we got to do it. Shane reminded me how many times we talked about this nigga. But Ben Simmons, bro.
That nigga, man.
The reason we have to bring him up now, the trade deadline is approaching. Do you think they trade Ben Simmons or you think he's staying in the Sixers? And he just gonna ride the bench. We got 5 minutes to the break, so we're gonna wrap it up with talking about some Ben Simmons.
Damn,
I would trade him. Get him out of here.
I feel like we always talk about this nigga Ben Simmons, first of all.
But I mean, after the trade deadline, I feel like there's nothing to talk about at that point.
I feel like we see that nigga at the crossroads at this time.
Yeah, just whatever happens at this point. I mean, I don't know, bro.
I feel like we just let bygones be bygones. Like, he was a good player at one point in time, but do the NBA really need Ben Simmons?
The Sixers need Ben Simmons.
Yeah, do the NBA
The Sixers
Ben
do.
Simmons?
The Philadelphia Sixers
At
need
first, I was on the Ben Simmons train, but I'm looking at it like, I didn't miss him this season. Like, for what he's worth. I did not miss him.
You mean a 6'8" whack? I mean, what, 6'10" whack Lonzo Ball?
That's what I'm saying.
That's all he is.
Lonzo Ball, he's not even. Lonzo Ball is
no debate better than him at this point. We can't even debate that. That's not an argument.
Lonzo Ball got a fucking jump shot.
It's better than Ben Simmons. Come on now.
Ben Simmons ain't shoot a jump shot all year. I'm supposed to care about this nigga? Fuck him. First of all, that nigga's in Australia chilling right now, eating fucking oatmeal and bullshit. Fuck that nigga.
At the end of the day, yo, like, when it comes to Ben Simmons at this point, I feel like the same thing Joel Embiid said, like, at this point, if you want the Sixers, do you really care at this point? Like, no, my nigga, fuck you then, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, you don't want to play because you don't want to shoot jump shots, nigga. That's why you don't want to play.
First of all, he didn't shoot at all. Not that he didn't shoot jump shots. The nigga didn't take a layup.
Yeah, you wasn't doing shit.
You're 6'10", my nigga.
I don't understand.
And you didn't dunk on niggas' heads in the playoffs. Like, you didn't even try. Like, you turned off your button in the fourth quarter. Like, I'm just doming niggas or doing whatever you tried to do. That was it? This is the playoffs, boss.
My Lord.
Come on, man. Fuck him. Really. He's out of here. So,
him, AD, niggas is on the shit list.
You can play for Team Australia in the fucking Olympics, whatever you want to do.
He probably would do that, too.
Whatever, bro.
Whole ass nigga come at it. Hey, play for Australia now. Oh, I bet you gonna be shooting jump shots in FIBA.
They still gotta pay him.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So
at the end of the day, I mean, what American doesn't like sitting at home and getting paid to do nothing? Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's the most American shit in the world, isn't it? I mean,
yep.
Shout out to Ben Simmons for beating the system. I think that's the thing. I think they,
Kyrie and
Guru should name the episode. Guru should name the episode beating the system because Kyrie beat the system. Ben Simmons is officially beat the system. Niggas is at home, not shooting jump shots. Like, how you just refuse? Like, you know what? Not only am I not gonna shoot a jump shot, nigga, but now I am mentally ill, motherfucker, and I'm not coming to work.
And niggas is
I'm talking about
in distress.
Yeah, I'm stressed. And y'all niggas telling me to come back is fucking my shit up. So leave me alone.
I'm in distress.
Like, that's really, yo, bro, he really put that article out. Like the pressure of the Sixers is making his mental illness worse. I was like, yo, if that's not the craziest shit ever, bro, like, this nigga just completely flipped the situation.
That nigga.
Because in 2020, whatever the fuck we about to be in, this nigga knows nobody can say shit about mental illness. Once the mental illness conversation, you got shut the fuck up, nigga. Anything insensitive you say about that, nigga, you are susceptible to getting pitchforks and torches all outside your crib, nigga.
Listen, I don't give a
You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Frankenstein about to pop out.
But listen, I'm not gonna say I give a fuck about mental illness. I'm giving a fuck with his excuses.
His mental illness is bullshit. I'm gonna say it like that. You know what?
Excuses, man.
I don't care. He's lying, people.
He's lying.
He's lying to you. Why did he all of a sudden have mental illness when he was cleared to play basketball? All of a sudden it was like, I don't want to play now. I'm stressed. What are you stressed about?
He's making the game harder than what it is.
Bro?
He's making simple conversations and communications harder than what it is. You feel me?
Talking about he was mad about how Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid was talking about him. Nigga, at the end of the day, they wasn't lying. You didn't want to play.
Play basketball, that's it, nigga. That's what niggas pay you for.
That's exactly what niggas pay you for. And you know what? They don't pay us to stay any longer. So at the end of the day, the Saturday night show is now concluding. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to our producers once again. Shout out to my co-host.
Think Rich Clothing.
We're out of here.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
Bing bong.
Wear your mask is crazy out here. Omarion dancing on niggas' souls.
Touch.
Homie is 9 with the rhymes. When niggas frontin', so I'm 9 with the 9. The pen Biggie, but the spirit is shine. Like word, bitch, the city is mine. Niggas funny, I be seeing the signs. We sour, I be rolling the line. Running it up before I run out of time. The magazine make them package your 5 shots. Sent, they attacking your spine. Headshots, niggas blowing your mind. Henny sipping and it's slow in the room. Feel like Neo just resorted to crime. Saturday night, I be making it live.